Hi, everybody. Katie and Jessica here with Unlock KC. As many of you know, we recently changed the name of our business. And we're so excited you're watching this video because we've had a lot of questions about the rebrand. Why did you change the name? What's different about you? What can we expect from you? So we're here today to just have a conversation about that, to answer some of the questions because we're very excited.
So we were Breakout on the Go, and that was very similar to a local escape room called Breakout KC, which is great. Been to Breakout KC.
Super
Love
fun.
escape rooms. Yep. Inspired by them, actually, to start our very first one in the classroom, however, 9 years ago, I think was our first one.
2015. Yeah.
So when it came time to rebrand, we wanted a new name, Unlock KC. That's what we want to do. We want to unlock all the possibilities in Kansas City when it comes to team building, training, birthday parties, events at the bar, fundraisers for your organization, and unlock KC because everything that we do at our events do involve unlocking something.
Yeah, you're not escaping a room. You're breaking into our boxes. Right? Yep. So we think that that title makes more sense.
Unlock all the possibilities.
Unlock all the possibilities.
Feels better. And it gets us away from that escape room industry because we, like you said, we're not in a room. We it's not something you have to escape from, but also we are just so different than what an escape room is. So we need people to understand that.
Yes. So let me talk about some of the ways we are different.
Okay.
First of all, we're mobile, which is awesome because
we're mobile because you drive everywhere. With,
yes.
With 8 sets of boxes in your car.
I do. I pack up all the 8 sets of boxes, load them in my car. We have 2 wagons now, and we come to you. So that's really the biggest thing, the biggest thing that makes us different from escape rooms.
And come to you, but also or go anywhere you want us to go, right? Like events at a winery or a brewery or something like that.
So we've done events at people's place of business. Mm-hmm. We've done them, like you said, at bars, breweries, wineries, people's homes.
Basements.
Yes. So we will find you where you are. The next thing, which is kind of your forte, is customizing clues. So we don't have a preset theme, we take information about individuals or businesses and you want to talk about how you create those clues?
So every escape room I've done or any online, like play at home, breakout boxes, just have a theme already set. You get it. You read the backstory. You learn what your role is, and maybe open a couple locks based on whatever that pre-made kit was. And we are way different from that in that every single event we do is a whole new set of clues that I can then custom make specific for you. We're talking to a business right now about doing a whole training where their new employees have to learn certain stuff. I can turn it into clues so you can learn it this way instead of just listening to somebody stand up and talk. But specifically more fun stuff like a birthday party.
And I was going to jump in and say one of the, what do we get out of this? Well, we just have so much fun watching people experience this. It's so fun to watch the dynamics, and when people open that first lock, we always try to capture that on video, and we don't quite get it, but it's just so fun from our perspective to see how communication and collaboration work. But one of our best events was a graduation party / 18th birthday party for a mutual friend of ours' daughter, and it was just so neat because all of her friends had the same clues, different teams, and every clue that they experienced, they were like, this is so great. These are Lexi's favorite songs or TV shows or whatever it was. So I think that was pure joy, just making the clues about her and all the smiles and laughs that we get to see.
First of all, that's the most fun for me, the creative part. rarely just sit down and say, okay, I'm going to write some clues. It's usually stuff will come to me in the middle of the night. Stuff comes to me as I'm driving down the road and I'm like, oh gosh, a voice memo. Do this clue or whatever. And then once I write my clues in a very not organized way at all, then I send them to Katie. And I think going back to you talking about watching people figuring it out and opening that first lock, you kind of have to do that first.
Absolutely.
Because I write the way my brain works. I come up with who knows what, and then I send it to you to make sense. So what does that look like from your end? Because I can't wrap my head around what you do.
So we definitely have different brains. Our brains work very differently, and you are very much the creative content creator, I guess. And so
clue creator.
I get that information, and I have to go through a very regimented process of making the clues, associating those, physically, and then pairing the locks with those clues, getting them on the boxes, and then usually having my family test it out before we go live with our real customers.
In which I have my family test out the clues before they even make it to you. So luckily we have well, you also change
codes on lots and lots of locks, and yes, have to go through the process of.
And it's not just this, but how many locks do you usually have on a box?
12. 10 to 12.
Okay, 10 to 12 locks on this one, and then we have so you can break into this big box, and then we have other little boxes too, and so you have to change all of those.
So that's I guess what we're coming down to is, what does an Unlock KC event look like? Well, you're getting a team of people is getting a set of boxes with multiple locks on it to unlock using information. I think we can get into what we tell people at the events now. You don't have to be an expert on anything.
Nope.
You don't have to be a trivia buff to participate in these. This is a combination of solving clues, doing small little physical challenges, finding things around the room that will help you open locks.
Using your phone to look stuff up. I make sure that when I make the clues for an event, that every single answer can be gettable.
Attainable.
Every single answer can be found in some way. It's not a you know it or you don't situation. So also we do give hints and nudges and you seem a little stuck. Let me help you out a little bit. But there's no way you will ever get stuck on one of our clues and never be able to figure it out and never be able to unlock the box.
One of the biggest challenges for both of us is to make the event, the Unlock event, not too challenging and not too easy. And that's very difficult with, random groups of people.
Yeah,
so,
you don't know their skill level. You don't know if they are even going to enjoy it. Did they sign up because it sounded fun, or did their boss make them come?
Yeah.
And they're grumpy about
Right.
it. And so also with our themes, we have a Chiefs
that's one of our
Unlock
best.
KC
It's really
event.
fun.
And that's going to be fun for people who like the Chiefs,
Right.
or know about the Chiefs. So, when it comes to our specific themes, we still have so many different pieces, whether it's throwing a football in the Chiefs one, or whether it's singing a song on our fake microphone to get a key, or like
Hidden
you said,
clues.
finding things around the room. We try to have something for every level and for every body and for every interest that there is. So it's all over the place to try to make everybody happy. And honestly, we've made pretty much everybody happy.
We have. And that leads me to another point of kind of what makes us unique is that you're looking at them right here. It's Katie and Jessica. Having interactive hosts that have custom built this event just at your fingertips, and it's unlimited hints. We're not like, oh, you can only ask 2 questions, but having us there to introduce the activity and kind of lay out the expectations,
guide
and then
it in whatever direction it might
needs
need
to
to go, pivot.
Yep.
help when a lock doesn't open.
And sometimes Katie's like, Jessica, you need to come help with this one. And sometimes Jessica's like, Katie, you need to do this one. And
well, half
there's
the
a
time,
lock stuck.
I don't even know the actual answer or combination to the locks. And Katie has reset them 8 times. So I'm like, I don't know the 5-digit lock. I need you to go over there and open it up without having to look at her list of notes. I'm like, just go do it, because I don't know. I don't know. And that's what I told the people doing it too. They're like, I am having a problem with this lock. I have absolutely no idea what that combination is. I will go get Katie. I can carry a key around in my pocket, but I don't know.
We definitely have different gifts and talents when it comes to it.
I
But
know, it works
having
perfectly.
2 people in the same room with you as interactive hosts, and if one of the activities is to sing karaoke, we'll sing with you.
I was just gonna say, my favorite part is getting to sing along with people. I'll help you.
And we've had spontaneous dance parties or karaoke songs where everyone joins in. So it's just so much fun for us to watch it play out.
And it's fun for everybody. I mean, it's so great to sit back. So we put in all this work. Katie puts in way more work before an event, but we put in all this work, and then we get everybody set down, and we do our little presentation, and then we get them ready to open the first box. And once that starts, then we just stand back.
We get to sit back and
nothing
watch.
else for us to do until it gets into it, and then we can go around and start, hey, can I help you? Hey, can I help you? But it's so bizarre. That first feeling is so bizarre at the beginning, to be like, okay, there they go, and we're done.
Yep.
For a while. Anyway.
So what is one of your favorite events or memories, or just any like fun story that you want to share?
I have a couple that just came to mind, and they're like total opposites. One is when we did the Summer in Kansas City themed with 6th graders.
Oh, that was so fun.
Because that was the youngest group that we had done at that time. And I feel like watching them be just as successful as all the adults that had been doing it for months before that. And we knew that teenagers could do it because we did it at the high school level. But to watch those 6th graders love it and really get into it. Oh, well, my favorite part is when people jog. When they like jog or skip around
Run
the room,
around to
when
find
they get excited
information.
and then they like, oh, I saw something over there. When they run, it's like, oh, that little old man just ran because he was so excited to find that or whatever. But so the 6th graders ran, and just to watch their faces when when they got it, or to hear their really eavesdropping on their conversations.
And the hugs that we got, and they're like, can you come back? They were just so excited.
So then on the flip side of that, this story always comes to mind when we were doing a fundraiser, which is one of our favorite things to do.
I was going to have you talk about that.
Love to be able to donate our time and our energy to help causes and organizations raise money. And we got to do one for our dear friend who passed away and his scholarship. And we filled the event. We had 50-ish people. It was our biggest one
60.
at the time.
I'm saying 60.
But now we've done one with almost 80 people the other day. So we're just getting bigger and bigger, which we can talk about what smaller groups can do, because we do large groups, but also we have some options for smaller groups. But at this fundraiser, I went over to a table of all older ladies, like 8 older ladies at this table, and it was so loud, but it felt like everybody was having a great time. And I went over, I said, can I give you guys a nudge? I just want to help out, but because before anybody gets frustrated. And this lady looked at me dead in the eyes and said, it's too effing late. And I was like, oh boy, they're frustrated. And then they weren't. We got them moving right along, and everybody had a great time. But it is overwhelming. This is an overwhelming thing for about 90 seconds.
To pull off.
Open, well, I mean for the person doing it. They open it up, and for about 90 seconds it's like, holy hell, what is this? What is this? Where do I start? And then once you get going, it just makes sense and flows, and everybody ends up
That's why I always
loving
talk
it.
about the first lock that they open, because I really do think that's like the moment where they get really motivated and realize, okay, I'm into this and this is going to happen because I got one open and now I'm in the flow.
Well, and those are people that are like, I'm no good at this, or I don't want to do this, or I can't do this. Then they kind of see, oh, okay, I see how it's going. What's your favorite moment? Do you have
Oh,
one?
well, we have little teacher hearts. So we were
do.
doing an event for a group of individuals with autism, young adults.
Oh, yeah.
And we love
On Halloween.
We love on Halloween,
With
so they
their
all wore costumes. But all of a sudden, these two young men walked in the room, and we recognized them immediately. They were some people that we had at school many, many years ago. I mean, like 10 or 11 years ago.
A long time ago.
They recognized us and they gave us hugs. And when we asked that group, what was your favorite part? One of the twins said, seeing you guys again. And he actually said, I love you.
I love you, and hugged us.
And of course, we're just like, oh, thank you so much.
That was a great night.
So that was just really fun. So I guess from that, we really can accommodate anybody, and as teachers, we are used to differentiating and like knowing our audience.
And that's what makes us custom.
Different, unique.
Every event is completely different than the last one or the next one. And that is the most fun. It's the most challenging part. And it's the most fun. And also the number of people. Sometimes we have 2 people come to an event. Sometimes we do an event for 80. So we're coming up with ways to accommodate all different sizes of groups and talking about being mobile. Tell them what we got.
Well, I was going to tell you a little story about I visited with a potential customer or client, and she said, I don't have enough people to do a full unlock event. Mm-hmm. So I said, okay, well, I've got another option for you, and it's our break-in at home kit. You can play at home, okay? So the unlock events are unique because you've got Katie and Jessica right there singing and dancing along with you. And then the play at home version is a box with 6 to 8 locks on it. It is mailed to your address, and the clues are in there. There's 2 envelopes. One says start here that gives all the instructions. The second envelope is full of the clues, and you don't even have to be the host.
Nope.
You participate right along with your loved ones, your friends, your small group, your lunch group, your book club, whoever it is. And that can be, I think one box you could have, I would say 6 to 10 people, don't you think? Do one box. Yeah. And so that is a really exciting thing that's about to happen.
Well, it did happen. That person said, yes, let's do it.
That person happened to be in Kansas City. So I delivered the boxes. She bought 2 kits, and I delivered them to her house, and I went and picked them up when she was done, and it went great. And she gave us great feedback. Yeah. They had a lot of fun with those boxes. And she just did it at her company holiday party. And she was thrilled because she normally thinks of the entertainment. So she's kind of the host, but she got to participate right along with them.
And that also, I talked earlier about how when you online kids that you might be able to buy at home, and there's the theme and then the big long story that you read. Like, I hate that part of games.
Yep.
I don't want to read directions.
Nope.
I don't need to play a role. Like, I just want to solve. I want to play. And that's what I think we've done with this.
Yes.
Is that you open it up and you start opening locks.
Yep. And it's not, you don't have to read a backstory, and you don't have to assume a character role.
And there's actually not a theme at all.
No, it's kind of like random or grab bag clues, wouldn't you say? Yeah. Music, sports, movies, TV, trivia.
Yep. So another thing that we're getting ready to start is a Kansas City themed event, big event like this, but also we have a Kansas City themed play at home.
Nice.
And so I'm really excited for you to see all of those clues, and that we can start getting those out to people, and especially companies. We're really looking to do team building activities for local companies in Kansas City.
Okay, let's talk briefly about who might want to book us for an event.
Okay. There are a lot of options, right?
Yeah.
We've got public events that we most normally do at local breweries. That seems to be our hot spot.
Which is even more super fun because you can eat and drink while you're doing
an event.
the unlocking.
We talked about private events like the birthday party.
Graduations, bachelorette parties, wedding showers, bridal showers, retirement parties.
We've got the smaller group play at home versions.
Yep.
So you can reach out to us for any more of that information. Businesses.
And really there's two aspects to businesses. It could be for team building, which is just a great way to make connections and make employees feel more valued in their work environment, right?
And then, fun. Just more of a fun side.
Fun.
Okay.
And then specific training purposes, I think would be an awesome way to, instead of just sitting in front of a computer or getting talked to, it can be interactive.
Yeah. And we also have in the works for companies to have one that is specific for customer service and the culture in your company. And because we are learning that that's very important and people are asking for that.
So that's part of our process.
Well, also the play at home for businesses too.
Yeah.
To just purchase a couple boxes to play there without booking us. And then one of our favorite things to do is a fundraiser. It could be little, it could be big, and we just help you make money, especially when we can customize the clues for whatever that purpose is for your fundraiser.
Right. So,
What else?
and
Did
all
we miss anything?
I don't think so, but all it takes is just a phone call or a, contacting us on our website, and then we chat with you about your needs, make it personal,
happen.
and then
we load up Katie's car. Katie, it was so fun to get to talk about this. We're so passionate about it. And it's been exactly a year since we started this company.
Year anniversary.
And we've rebranded, and we are
have exciting things coming.
Exciting things. So thank you for watching. Thank you, everyone, for your support over the last year. And if any part of what we talked about today sounds interesting to you, please reach out to us. You can just go to our website. It's unlock-kc.com. You can get a hold of us there, and we would love to hear from you. And I would love to create clues for you.
Thank you.